Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode. Well, I don't know what name I want to give to this chit chat that I normally have because this is just a way of me letting out how I feel, what's on my mind, and then just coming here to share my thoughts and opinions. So till I find a name for till I find a name for this chit chat that we have, here is another episode. So I'm currently in Asaba. I relocated briefly though, but I relocated because I just needed some time. I needed to get away from Lagos. I needed to get away from the madness. I was already at the point where I couldn't take it anymore. Like I was just overwhelmed. I was losing my mind. I was just downright tired. And I thought to myself, I needed a break. So I went on leave. And then my husband was like, okay, let's go to Asaba. We had a few things to do here, but then it was the right timing because God knows I just needed this. And when we got here, something came to my mind that why is it so hard to find peace in Lagos? Sincerely, why is it so hard to find peace in Lagos? Because Lagos is hard. It's really hard. And then when we landed in Asaba, oh my God, it was the best feeling ever. The first breath felt like life. It was so clean. It was fresh. Trees, no noise. Okay, let me say no unnecessary noise. Nobody was driving and just pressing the horn for no good reason. There wasn't traffic, no generator, no like everywhere seemed sane. Nobody was just overspeeding and overtaking anyhow. It just seemed like a breath of fresh air and relaxing. And then the thing that just brought us more homes, like closer to home. So we were trying to get our accommodation sorted when we landed because I really wanted to see where we'll be staying in before I make any payment. I'd seen pictures, I'd read reviews, but then I just wasn't satisfied. So we had to halt until we got here before we did that. So we went to my husband's side to pick up a car. So we are mobile while we are here. And then he started driving. And this man was still driving Lagos driving. Because tell me why he was over speeding and he was shouting, why is this one driving like this? Why is this one so slow? And I was like, we are in Asaba, they're not rushing anywhere now. Because I was already like declenching. The stress was already coming off. And he was like, this one's don't know I'm a Lagos driver. Me, I'll jam anybody. It was laughable and all that, but it just made me realize that in Lagos, everything is a rush. We are not calm, we are not at peace. Everybody is just like, it's just go, move, 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 go, 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 non-stop, non-stop. And we don't know that we are losing it, but we actually are. Why is Lagos even a hard city in the first place? Why is it a hard city? Because forget all the glam, the razzmatazz, what social media shows us and what we think it is or what we deceive ourselves to think it is. Lagos is not a soft city. It's not for the weak. Between, let me not even start with that. Your weekends and your off days will still be stressful because before you realize the day is gone. If it's not, you are trying rushing to beat one traffic only to enter another traffic. Unnecessary expenses and billings that come out of nowhere. Then work, family, one neighbor that just likes to play loud music and will still be singing loudly to that music. Or some guys on your street that just like to smoke and constitute a nuisance. If it's not any of these things, please, how would you know that you're in Lagos? Or you just coming out and there is this unpleasant smell. Lagos is really not a soft city. It is not even a city to kind of be in your soft life era. But then I'm choosing peace because as I'm here in Asaba now, I've told myself that when I go back to Lagos, I still want to maintain this, peace, sanity, calm, and soft life vibes that I'm getting here in Asaba. I want to maintain it and I want to implement it in Lagos. So here are some things I've been thinking that I can implement to make, to still remain in this era and in this space. One, blocking a day for myself. I really feel like it's very important to have a day, whether it's a Saturday, Sunday, or if you are lucky and you have a work from home or you have a day off kind of thing going on in your place. But then having a day off for myself is one I want to implement. It may be Sundays, not doing anything, not thinking of anybody apart from myself. That's one thing I want to implement. Also, no calls from a certain time. In fact, no phone from a certain time, because social media on its own is kind of, we think it's a way to distress, but then for somebody like me that finds it really hard to fall asleep, I don't sleep off that easily. So by between, okay, even if I say I'm not picking calls or replying messages, the time I'm spending on social media, my brain is not resting and relaxing. So I think I want to implement a no phone from like 7 or 8 p.m. That's something I want to do. Then romanticizing my evenings, maybe having scented candles, soothing music, just reading a book or my Bible, something like that. I would actually like to implement something like that because it helps me calm down. I notice that anytime I do that, I'm much calmer, I'm at peace, and I'm just more myself. Another thing is having a spa day, I would say, because if you do that, you are not just, staying cute and pretty, but you're also, when you're taking care of yourself, you have this kind of joy, you have this kind of comfort that it brings. And I want to be experiencing that more. I do some of these things from time to time, but I want to make it a permanent like routine, like every week I'm doing something like this because I want to be loving myself. I want to be at peace every week. We don't know, but most of us are not normal in Lagos, sincerely speaking. This is not as a shade or as an insult, but most of us, we know they're all right. We are losing it and we don't know. So I actually want to bring peace to home. Something my husband and I started doing is watching a series, and we normally kind of do this when we get back. Any day maybe we don't have work or like it's just a calm evening, nothing really to discuss and all that. We just sit and watch an episode or two of a series with a nice snack, and it has been really refreshing and relaxing. So you can do that. What we are watching now is Prison Break, and it seems like I haven't watched it before, even though I have. We started from season one. And there's this series we are watching as well, $1 million something. Like they put a group of people in a hotel, and then one person has $1 million, and he has to lie to the others that he doesn't have it, something like that. So we are watching those two, and it has been relaxing, though my husband sleeps off for the most part of it. But then it has been really nice, and just doing things that will make me love myself, feel happy, be in a safe, sane space. Those are things I want to do because Lagosians too deserve peace. I think we even deserve the peace more because we hustle a lot. Between 9 to 5, side hustles, trying to stay healthy, going to the gym and all of these things, staying cute and peng and fine, and then being social. Please, where is the time that you have for yourself to be at peace? I know I'm not alone in this, and you are not alone in this as well. So I'll be ending this episode with a quote I came across, or should I say a sentence I came across. We don't find peace, we choose peace. So choose peace today and every day. Thank you for watching. Share this to a fellow Lagosian to help them find their peace, and let me know what routines you are going to be adding to find your peace this season.